I'm not sure I can do this anymore. Why am I even doing it? Have you ever thought those words? I have, and not just in relation to cleaning my house, but also in relation to this channel that I'm working on. So I want to talk about both of those things as you see me here feeding the dogs and then cleaning my kitchen. Hi, I'm Amy Chopin. This is my home and it's messy and I'm fine with showing it to you. I'll tell you a little later about how I'm feeling about this channel and why that is leading to some changes with it. But first, our homes. So why, when someone else is going to come along and mess things up, do we keep on cleaning them? We do the same thing over and over, and we feel like no matter how much dressing we put on it, this is just vanity. We're just keeping up appearances. We know cleaning and decluttering are not actions with any moral significance. In other words, we are not more righteous if we clean, and we are not less righteous if we don't. Some of you may even live alone, but still wonder why it matters if no one but you even appreciates it. Like me, you probably have that kinder and more logical self telling you that it is worth something. The cleaning stuff is not just showing off. But sometimes we need more answers than, of course it's easier and healthier to live in a clean home. Of course it's nice to be able to just grab a glass from the cupboard when you want some water because you cleaned the dishes earlier. But it's not that hard to clean a glass that's in the sink right now. Just that glass. And yes, you've gotten a clean glass either way. But in one scenario, not only is the glass clean, but so is everything else. The space looks better, and even if it's just for you, that's good. Clean spaces reduce visual stress and decision fatigue. Yes, decision fatigue. Listen to this process in our head and see if this doesn't sound exhausting to you. If I have to pick a glass out of the sink to clean, which one is it going to be? The hard one with a little milk dried up in the bottom so I can clean an easier one later? Or the easier one because I'm so tired? In fact, I just drank water out of it before, so do I really need to clean it? Why don't I just clean all the dishes right now? Or maybe watch my show first and clean them after that. But for now, just the glass. Which one? All of that can happen without words in a fraction of a second in our brain. And it's draining. It adds to decision fatigue. You're worthy of a space that supports clarity, comfort, and ease. So, cleaning all of the dishes, cleaning all of these things over and over again, this is an act of care, not performance. Cleaning is a care task, a service without applause maybe, but necessary. A quiet form of stewardship over our space. Much like our kidneys. Who celebrates our kidneys? But when they stop working, we realize how essential they were to our lives. Because basically, kidneys are just decluttering our blood. So now, when you use that decision moment to clean all the dishes, you are serving your present self and your future self, as well as your family. We may be tempted to pat ourselves on the back when we've done that. Good job, me. I did all the dishes. But if we are patting ourselves on the back, praising ourselves, will we do the opposite? Kick ourselves in the behind if we didn't do it? Criticize ourselves? This is a strange dichotomy. So instead of self-praise or self-criticism, think of our actions in terms of agency. We have the power to choose chaos, or calm. One makes us happy, the other makes us fatigued. So indirectly, we get to choose our emotions. Every time we take a small action that brings order to our homes, we are reinforcing that we can shape our environment and we can shape ourselves, even in small ways, and that's powerful. With repetition, we build in pathways that will decrease our decision fatigue because we don't have to think about whether we'll do a thing or not. We just do it. When we build positive pathways in our actions, we build lives that are more stable and more able to accept all that is great and wonderful to experience in this world where we are right now. All this is well and good, but how do we keep going when it feels repetitious or invisible, when it isn't our passion? Let's shift the story. Instead of, ugh, this is never ending. Try, this is part of the rhythm of a life that matters. It's okay if you have to keep repeating that like a mantra. This is part of the rhythm of a life that matters. We aren't cleaning because something is wrong. We're cleaning because something is right. Life has happened, and life is good even when it's hard. Make it collaborative even with your past or your future self. You're not alone even when no one else is around. Your past self, who put the laundry away, is helping your present self find socks. Your future self will thank you for the dishes done tonight. Let that be a kind of a conversation. But what if we aren't alone and the mess is caused by others too? Well, that's a whole other story and kind of one that's going on here. Let me tell you what I'm doing here. Today, I'm cleaning my kitchen after the trip to my mom and dad's house. This was a frustrating moment for me. I left things here after decluttering the pantry room, thinking I'd have time, but I didn't have. I look back and there was just too much going on, including the need for meals and sleep, and to be with people in my house that needed me. And frankly, when I was gone, not much happened but bare maintenance. Some of you have made comments about me needing to get others to help me, and this is true, but we're also dealing with a lot more. We have autism, anxiety, depression, and cultural things in this house that make it harder for some to help out. This is a complicated thing, a frustrating thing that I'll talk about more in a later video because I don't think I'm alone in this either. But for now, the short answer is that I can't change these circumstances right now. Things are actually getting better, but I can only control myself and this space I'm in. So getting control of my home is slower than I want. I couldn't get as many things done before and other things piled on. But that's okay. I can get back to it, but here's the thing. I can do it with or without understanding and caring for myself and for the others around me. I prefer to give myself grace while I'm getting it done and to give those around me, in this case my family, that same kind of grace. We are all struggling. So what if some of their struggle leads to selfishness, the thing that does have some moral significance? How can I judge what is selfish and what is struggle in their heart? If I deride them, have I made myself happier? Have I made them happier? are they more likely to help? I'm not suggesting that we stick around with people who take advantage of us. I'm not suggesting we don't talk to our housemates or family about it. I'm just saying be kind as we ask them to pull their weight. Don't exact revenge, and don't let their selfishness bring us down. Don't punish ourselves with a messy place because others aren't helping. Don't worry if we aren't recognized because, again, like our self-talk, if we have the right to expect praise, shouldn't we also expect criticism? Gratitude is nice, and with it, we may be more likely to work harder, but we aren't working to get gratitude and praise. We are working to have a space that is peaceful and enjoyable. We don't need more than that, and we shouldn't deny ourselves that because of feelings associated with the work it takes to achieve that. This is admittedly a complicated thing, so complicated I had to write down my thoughts before I could say them. And there are times when we should not let ourselves be abused. We shouldn't stay for that. But basically, how we feel about this is about agency. We can choose to be angry at ourselves or angry at others. Or we can choose to live in grace and kindness. So now, let's come to my channel and making videos and choosing how I'm making them. Because choosing how we emotionally react is not always easy. And I'm having a hard time with it right now. And when we see ourselves frustrated or hurt, it's worth figuring out why and figuring out if there is a fix and what that fix is. Sometimes the work we do does not create peace or enjoyment or alleviate suffering in others. So we have to reassess and find our balance again. Something else has not been happening as fast as I have wanted it to. I've had a hard time starting to edit this particular video. It's been a rough couple of weeks where I learned that even though I know being open about who I really am might come with consequences, and I'm not ashamed of what I am, but wow, it was a blow. Not just to lose a few subscribers, but to have the YouTube algorithm seem to pay attention to a post that maybe some people didn't like. Or maybe my heart just wasn't in the editing of the video after that happened because of that reaction. So the video I made wasn't as good. Or maybe the timing of my videos were off. The point is that I hate working so hard just to have raw numbers tell me I'm failing and having that emotional involvement in this thing when I'm not even doing the thing that is my passion. I started this channel because I felt inspired to, and I still think I needed to do it, and I need to do it, and I'm still glad it's helping some people. But cleaning and decluttering is not actually my passion. I was going to try to combine my passion with this channel, but I no longer think that's possible. And I'm tired of trying to succeed here so that I can do what I love. So I'll still keep cleaning and talking, but there are going to be changes in this channel. I need to just be able to clean and declutter enact the plan for my family and home without planning and worrying about making it interesting to anyone or teaching anything through it. It can no longer be edit intense, even though it can be fun to talk about what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. That is very edit intense. Those of you watching me regularly have seen me try different workarounds, and the workaround will be this. I'll mostly clean while listening to podcasts, and I'll mostly do voiceover. I wish it could be different, but my turnaround time has to be a lot faster. If the algorithm is going to punish me for being myself, at least I should be doing what I'm really passionate about: religion and history through women's eyes. So the next change is that instead of making some weird mashup of channels, I'm starting the channel I always wanted to do. I'll do this channel without worrying about whether it's growing or not. I'll just clean, declutter, and build. And then talk about something. Make it a voiceover. Like others, I think voiceovers are more interesting than music. And then I'll release it. If you're still here, then it's because we're enough alike that you enjoy my ramblings. This way, in my professional channel, I can do all the hard work and remembering to do all the things it takes to make good videos. And I'm not leveraging a family space to make a living. I'm leveraging my professional skills as a historian. It will probably turn out that some of this channel will become a sort of behind the scenes of my professional channel, as well as a place to encourage each other. I've already been setting up what would have been a rebrand of this channel. I was going to call it The Domestic Historian. Who knows, maybe I'll still tell some of those stories that were percolating up as I was planning this. But now I will be making a new channel called Certain Women. I think this will give us the best of both worlds. When I start this new channel, I'll tell you. I need to have a few videos finished before I start the new channel, but I'll tell you when that happens. I'm excited for this faster way of doing my videos here. I have learned so much doing these videos and gotten so much done in my house too. And I have a lot more to learn. I'm so grateful to all of you for coming along with me on this. And some of you have just recently discovered me. I hope it will continue to be fun and interesting for you as well, and encouraging. Who knows? Maybe I'll be more interesting now. Keeping house, caretaking, homemaking. This is the glue that binds civilization together. We wouldn't have civilization without it. So until next time, go conquer your mess and give yourself some grace while you're doing it.